Hi, I'm thinking about the surprise party delusion today. This is a thing that many people have experienced, where basically doctors will try to play delusions on people, and it usually is a reward based thing. A common thing that happens is where somebody has been injured from a surgery and they're upset. They should be. Their life is impacted. Things have become harder, and they feel that they deserve to get a settlement, to help make life a bit easier. And there's nothing wrong with feeling that way, because when you know that you've been injured and your life has been impacted, um, of course you're going to feel that way. So they will play delusions on people, who they simply don't want to help. And the delusion will be kind of like a goalpost thing where you have to, chase after these different goals, meet your goals. They'll lead you to, believe whatever. They'll talk about you, especially if you're in a sensitive state. If you're being treated like you're schizophrenic, people know when they're being talked about. Um, it's just the way it is. Gosh, why do a lot of doctors drive fancy cars? Um, because they know that people notice. It feels good. They know they're being talked about too. We're all schizos, right? Gee whiz. But my point is, they will play delusions on people, um, and lead you to think that you have to chase after your goals and meet your goals and da da da. It serves as a kick in the butt to motivate somebody, which is good because, motivation is good, right? But that reward that you think is there is not, in most cases, not really going to be there. Especially if you're the kind of person who has never really had a lot of friends and you're not super outgoing or social, it's just hard for you, then they're going to use that and play the surprise party delusion on you, where you're going to be led to believe that people are going to get together and have a surprise party, and you're going to finally get helped, and you're going to get that settlement money that people have been talking about around your town. And I mean, there's no mistaking it. It could go on forever. The can could get kicked down the road forever. And that delusion will get played forever. The person who is, playing that delusion on you wants people to think that, yeah, they're they're going to help you out. They're going to do a nice thing and help you out. But in reality, they may just be wanting to literally drive you crazy, and get you institutionalized and removed from society, because they just don't want you around for whatever reason. And it can be incredibly hurtful. And it's like, it's very painful. And I've seen other people suffer from the same thing. I've known a few people who have. And it's just a cruel, nasty thing. We want to believe that the delusion is real because it feels good, or it makes our heart feel better to believe that, yes, it's going to happen, it's real. But then you set yourself up for disappointment big time, because in most cases it's not real. Um, it can be very frustrating. Maybe, there are some good people out there. Maybe eventually somebody will help you somehow, but it's just one of those things where it's a lot easier to say something, to say you're going to help somebody, than to actually do it, especially when it's a money rumor that somebody has been spreading around, that they're going to help you out with some certain amount of money that is like, sounds too good to be true. Usually is, even if they make it sound like, oh, drop in the bucket to them, no big deal. It's still just one of those things where it's kind of self-serving for them in a lot of ways, and that's the reality. And you're going to suffer if you can't recognize that it is a delusion that's being played on you. It's very frustrating, because for some people it's not a delusion. For some people, they do get helped. It does come true for some, but not for most. Can you shift the energy in a better direction in your favor? Maybe. Can you pretend to believe in the delusion and act excited and happy and whatever? Maybe. If you're younger and you have more energy and you're just kind of a generally more likable person, then that might work. It can be hard to do if you're a little bit older and you've seen a lot of BS in life. Smiling and laughing is hard. You look kind of weird when you do. It can be hard to pretend that you believe it. But what does getting some big amount of money like that, how is it going to help you to physically feel better? The ego is one thing, but what do you need? What do you really need to physically feel better? Maybe you can kind of make some distinctions between the two in your head that can help you to get over the hurt ego part and figure out what it is that you would actually need to physically feel better, to help your life to become easier and less painful and exhausting. I don't know. The delusions are easy to believe, easy to fall into, because they sound really good. And we need that comfort. We need to feel good. We need to feel better. I hope this can help you make sense of things a little bit, because a lot of people have suffered a lot because of doctors playing delusions on people. I just hope it works out, and one way or another, and you can make sense of things and find some peace, because we need peace and happiness in our lives. I hope this will help.